You look at the clock. 9 o'clock. You look away for what feels like forever. You look back. 9:02. 5 minutes felt like an hour. And you weren't bored. So what just happened to you? The clock on the wall didn't change. You did. And the reason is sitting inside your head. Right now, your brain is running a clock of its own, a tiny pacemaker, firing off a steady beat in the background. And you judge how much time has passed by counting those beats, not by reading any clock on the wall. You've just never noticed it running. Normally, it keeps pace with the real world. You don't count seconds, you count ticks. So what happens if something makes it tick faster? This is where THC comes in, the active compound in cannabis. And it has a strange advantage. Your brain already makes its own version of it, a chemical called anandamide. So THC slips straight into receptors you were already built with, called CB1. And those receptors are packed into your timing centers. So your internal clock starts running fast, beat after beat after beat, quicker than it should. Your pacemaker speeds up, but the real world keeps moving at its normal pace. The wall clock barely moves, and your brain notices the mismatch. Your brain counted an hour. The world moved 5 minutes. So time feels stretched, swollen, slow. Weed doesn't slow time down. It speeds up the clock inside you. But why does the clock speed up at all? Because THC lifts a brake off your brain. Your neurons have a built-in brake called GABA. It keeps everything in check. THC quietly takes that brake off, and underneath it, dopamine floods in. Dopamine is the fuel your internal clock runs on. More dopamine, faster ticking. And suddenly, a 30-second wait feels like a hallway with no end. A single moment swells up. One moment feels endless. A song stretches out. Every second feels denser and longer. But here's where it gets strange. This barely happens to regular users. Their brains adapt. The receptors pull back. The clock recalibrates. The effect fades. Which raises a bigger question about you. Because your brain was never actually measuring time. It was estimating it, counting ticks and making a guess. Your sense of time was always a guess. Think about a boring meeting that drags forever, and a night with friends that vanishes in what feels like minutes. Same 60 minutes, different clock speed. And that clock was running the whole time. Sober. Every day. It was never about the clock on the wall. It was the one inside your head, speeding up, slowing down, without asking you. You've been measuring your whole life with a clock you can't see. And whether you notice it or not, it never stops ticking.